our town clerk is ready.
Right, right. It's like, oh.
What's going on?
Hey, I moved it down there for tonight, see if you like it.
Okay.
All right?
We'll see what happens.
I know it's a big switch.
That's why she moved you over.
Trust them in a row over here.
There you go.
I just know what went on at this end of the table
Think they-
before.
That was a long time ago.
Put the big guy next to me to keep me in line.
Yes, we're
Because
ready.
we have a meeting that starts at 7:30. So tonight is our swearing-in ceremony for our newly elected officials. And shall we start from the top, Susan?
May as well.
Come on over.
Sure.
Everyone, this is Mary Dickerson, our town clerk. And welcome everybody.
Have an official certificate for you. And, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as the first select woman of the Town of Portland to the best of your abilities?
I do.
Congratulations very much. 2 more years. And I guess, Fred, shall we start with you? since
I'd
you're on the end?
be happy.
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna stab myself, though.
Murphy's Law, of course. That's your certificate as well. So, there you are. And you can raise your right hand. I'm gonna read this so I don't forget anything. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your abilities? Congratulations. Mr. Sir, spelled it correctly, no vowels. Alphabetical. There's your certificate. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to the law the duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your abilities? Yes, sir. Congratulations. That was easy. There's only one swearing. Mr. Flood, you are next. There you go. And you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your ability? Congratulations. I know. We'll wait, we'll go really slow.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll get Carl Guest here. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your abilities? Congratulations. You want me to come
I'm
down
gonna
there?
walk really slowly.
Do you have any other speed right now?
Yeah, slow and really, really slow. I know you could.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Selectmen to the best of your abilities? Congratulations. We can move on. And,
He'll be here shortly.
Your certificate. And do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Zoning Board of Appeals to the best of your ability? Congratulations. Congratulations. And one of the people from the Board of Assessment Appeals is late, and I've never seen him, so I don't know how he will get sworn in. Mr. Costelli.
Thank you.
Alright. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Assessment Appeals to the best of your abilities? Congratulations. It's your turn. Alright. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the Town of Portland Charter, so long as you continue as a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge according to law the duties as a member of the Board of Assessment Appeals to the best of your abilities? Congratulations. Two more, but they're not here, so I don't know if there's cookies and.
Yeah, there's
juice
refreshments.
and-
I want to congratulate everyone who is here tonight and who won at the election. And as is our tradition, we want to thank all those folks that also ran for election and weren't elected, because I think that's just as important. And the participation this year at 41% turnout was really good. So I thank all the voters who came out and voted and made it, I think, really a pleasurable campaign. And now that we are all in this, I look forward to working with everybody, and I think all of you look forward to working with everyone else. So we look forward to a successful 2 years for the Selectmen. I know some of you are elected perhaps for longer than that. I know the Board of Education are elected for 4-year terms. There's a certain town clerk that's going to be sworn in at probably toward the end of December, Ryan, and we'll look forward to that ceremony as well. So for the duration until John Dillon from the Board of Assessment Appeals and Carl Chudzik is able to arrive for the Board of Selectmen, I invite you to have something to drink and perhaps a cookie or two. So a round of applause for everyone. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Can I have something? I was wondering what it was.
Running away.
Oh, yeah. You're doing good.
The lights are on. Way to clear the place out.
Thank you very much.
More light,
Yeah,
baby.
me too. I can't wait. You guys look like you have more fun than a Board of Ed meetings,
I
you know?
think so.
Very cool.
And they're covering his thing. We should probably say he was going somewhere else. Although he's still on the premises and stuff. Oh, it happened at 17, at 17.
Mr. Chudzik, how are you, sir? I saved a cookie for you, because I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, that would.
They gave it to me. Are you serious? You had to walk barefoot uphill both ways to get it.
Yeah.
So that would get back in.
So aren't you efficient today?
Yeah,
Told you guys
he
got
has-
four.
he has health
Four
insurance
big ones today.
regardless, right?
I trust.
Yeah. Well, you guys got 4 each, right? You guys got the limit.
Got our limit.
Although what's he make?
Waterford between the wall and Salem.
Let's not get him on the.
2 miles an hour, 2 lanes.
Well, he's not
After
gonna
the-
do
Or
that.
just, no, I think that was normal. I never been there at 5. I mean, I was there at 5 o'clock, you know? Had to make rounds, so 2 miles, 3 miles. Oh, I said, man, I think of this every day.
Whenever I visit California for either business or whatnot, I don't know how the people do that, because they do crazy schedules to get to work. So sometimes we leave at 5 to miss the traffic.
It was.
And they come back, whatever, but they do crazy nutty schedules to get
I
work.
think it was just running so fast.
And the guy who was driving.
I can't read
Why was it?
Someone was making
Just gonna listen tonight. Crazy shit.
I'm gonna try not to screw up tonight, that's my goal.
Screw up, nothing screw
I'm not
up.
gonna like stand up and say, I object. You're set.
All right, we're going to call the special organizational meeting to order. If you'd all stand, I would like to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll congratulate every selectman on their successful election to the board. And I'd also like to officially welcome our two newest members, Michael Pelton and Ben Sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you. Fred Nouse had a family commitment that he needed to go to, so he left a little early. He was here a few minutes ago, but he needed to leave early tonight. So tonight's agenda is rather brief, and we'll go on to number 2, which is the vote for Deputy First Selectman, and I'll entertain a motion for a nomination.
I nominate Brian Flood.
Is there a second?
I'll second
that.
Seconded by Ben. Any other nominations? All in favor of Mr. Flood being the Deputy First Selectman indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. One abstention.
Thank you.
Brian, congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice to have you again.
Is there extra money for that?
No. The next item is approval of rules of procedure for the Board of Selectmen meetings. Basically, this indicates typically where we would have executive session, we call meetings to order, we have a pledge of allegiance, we accept agenda, and so forth. And that's the typical agenda that we would have for a regular meeting. Tomorrow night, as the selectmen know, we're going to be meeting in a special session, and in that case, you can't amend the agenda, as you all know, since you've already served on the Board of Education, you're aware of that. And then there are a litany of A, B, C, and D in regard to executive session rules, requests for funds, ordinances, actions on agenda, proposals by any board, agency, department head, item to be placed on the agenda by the board, usually will indicate that to me as soon as you'd like it to be on there. And we also can amend agendas if they're the regularly scheduled meeting. And there's a few other items on there. So if you would so indicate by motion that this is approved. They can be amended at any time, but to get us started, we've put this forward. So is there a motion to approve the rules of procedure for the Board of Selectmen meetings?
So moved.
Motion made by Carl, seconded by Brian. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. The next item, number 4, is appointment of liaisons to boards and commissions. And typically what we do is we ask selectmen to indicate, and sometimes it's 1 or 2 people that may want to be a liaison to the various boards. Previously, Kathy Richards was the Economic Development Commission liaison. I am the Emergency Management Advisory Board, as well as the Housing Authority, and Kathy has been on the library. Fred had been on the Parks and Rec. I go to the Central Dispatch meetings, which are during the day on Mondays. And then I also am a liaison to the Senior Citizens Advisory. Carl and Brian are liaisons to Water and Sewer Commission, but these can change. And if any of the selectmen, particularly our newer selectmen, want to also be a liaison, you may. Or if you're not ready to indicate tonight, you can always let us know another time. Michael?
I'd like to.
Yes.
Can I let you know which one, or?
Yes.
I guess you shouldn't just guess, right? I'd love to be on the Parks and Rec Commission, a liaison for that, and
Okay.
also Board of Ed,
Okay.
if possible,
Very good.
as long as Fred has no problem with it.
Is there agreement with that, everyone? I think by consensus, we will agree.
Awesome.
Thank you
Fantastic.
for volunteering. Ben,
I
is
will
there any
volunteer.
that you're interested in?
The Route 17 Recreation Complex Hall.
Which is not a liaison on here, is it? Be Park and Rec. Do you want to be a
Is that
liaison to
gonna be-
Park and Rec?
Okay, but
Sure.
is there any involvement, does Park and
No,
Rec
three
have,
people though.
Huh.
does Park and Rec have any say over that complex? Or should there be a liaison for that?
You-
That's a big project coming up, and I
Yes,
just thought.
yes.
I-
It's just not listed because it's not a board or a commission then that's in the charter. It's a committee that we'll be assigning, and you could be the liaison once that is appointed. We have not made the appointments to that committee, so that would be
Then I'll hold
appropriate.
off
Okay.
for that.
Wait for that.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Anyone else tonight?
Can there be multiple people on that board?
We
for the-
wouldn't want 4 or more selectmen, because then it's a selectmen's
Right.
meeting.
Got it.
So that would be the limit, but up to 3.
Okay.
And attendance at meetings is fine. But a liaison is someone that is able to bring information back to us
Right.
and vice versa. And it's very helpful when matters come forward that you're liaisons.
Thank you.
Okay. So let me know if there's anyone else, but at this point, we're just added Mr. Pelton to those 2, Board of Ed and Parks and Rec. If anybody would like to do any others, go right ahead and let me know. I also provided for all of the selectmen the elected officials list, as well as the appointed boards and commissions and committees as well. As I said earlier, we don't have a committee for the Route 17 steering committee yet, but we will be making those appointments soon. And we'll also be making appointments typically in December for those boards and commissions where there's expired seats. Very often, people want to serve again, and the selectmen typically ask them if they're still interested in serving, and then those that aren't, we try to fill in with new volunteers. So we provide that for your perusal.
Sue, my only question on that list, Sally Doyen's still on there as superintendent.
Well,
Would
that's
that-
an error,
Okay.
obviously.
Would Philip automatically get that position, or does he need to be asked?
Now, which one are you referring to?
The Prevention Council for, Prevention Council.
I think the reason that's on there is because we never made new appointments to that. So that is not an active committee.
Okay.
So it's not automatic. We would have to talk with him about that.
Okay. I just, obviously, I didn't think Sally would still have
Right. Right.
involvement back into the town.
This is the last nominations, if you will, for these various boards and commissions. And some of them, Ben, have expired, as you can see. Some of them have expired. But we also like to keep names on there in case we wanted to know who was on there for a variety of times or when they were.
And I think that'd be a good one for Phil, if he may not even know about it.
Sure. Public comment? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded by Michael.
I'd like to second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good night.